Hey Andre, how you doing? Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look. I got your email and I had responded saying that you should get with tech support to see what is the reason that you can't submit to the LMS. That's LMS, that's the classroom, submit for grading. All work has to be submitted for grading because it needs to be a matter of record with the university. I'm going to go ahead and grade this now, but I really want you to go ahead and get this file submitted into the classroom in the grading area, as I said, so it is a matter of record. So let's go ahead and take a look. I think that you've got some pretty good page mechanics here. It's a good start. There's a couple of things I would recommend. Now, basically what you have here is you've got three compositions that are identical. The only thing that has changed are the words and the logo. Everything else is identical. We got center alignment. We've got the name of the company with an exclamation point. We got the contact name and then the address. It's a good formula though. You're understanding emphasis and basically you're understanding how to group and emphasize different elements to reinforce emphasis. To reinforce contrast to create emphasis. And I think you're showing a good understanding here. A couple of things I would recommend here is to try to introduce different types of emphasis. Okay, so we can use color, we can use scale, and we can use alignment to assist us in emphasis. And one of the things I would recommend here is to try to use a little bit more variety in the actual business cards. I think that for one, it's a good formula. It works, right? But for all three, this points to stretching your creativity a little bit and providing a little bit more variety in the cards. One thing, okay, let me just give you a hypothetical example. Well, actually, one thing I want to mention first is this logo here is placed, the scale is too large. See how it's getting cut off? And I think it's just too large for the composition. This, I think, has the best page mechanics. I think this one, there's too much white space to the left-hand side. This is forced over a little bit. It's kind of creating a little bit of an imbalance in the composition itself. If we put a fulcrum in the middle, we can see that this would tip to the right if these were weights, right? So we want to move that over just a little bit over to the left. A formula that you can use here is that just kind of think about variety is so you have the name of the company, Rooster Bakery. Then you have the name, so you separate the name of the contact from the contact information. So you separate Andre Williams. So you have Rooster Bakery, and that would be bigger. Right now, it's almost about the same size as Andre Williams. It's just a little bit bigger. Remember, in design, when you're going to make distinctions, you have to make them very specifically clear that they are differences, right? So if this is supposed to be bigger than this, make it bigger. Make it obvious that it's bigger. So in these particular examples, I would increase the size of Rooster Bakery. I would separate Andre Williams from the contact information. So you have Rooster Bakery, then you have Andre Williams, and then Master Baker, or whatever the title is. Then down below, we're going to create three separate but distinct groups. We're going to create the name of the bakery, the name of the contact individual, and then the contact information. Okay, this is called proximity. By grouping everything together, it's allowing the viewer to know that these things have a very inherent relationship with one another. They're all related basically to the same subject because they're in the same composition, but each one is related to each other in terms of its proximity. That's how closely it's placed with the other information. So again, we have Rooster Bakery, then we have Andre Williams, Master Baker, then we have the address, and then with the address, you can also include the telephone number as well. Okay, so you'd have title, name, and then contact information. All right, and then what I want you to do is don't forget about this assignment yet. Keep working on it. What I want you to do is just try some alternative layouts for these, okay? Try a small logo. Try the logo over here. Try the logo underneath the title. Try some different configurations. Go ahead and do some visual research. Get out there on the web and take a look at some business cards to see how other designers are establishing emphasis, balance, and hierarchy. I should say emphasis, contrast, and hierarchy. So yeah, and then like I said, I recommend that you can keep on working and experimenting with contrasts and hierarchy, emphasis, etc. And if you want to run these by me again, please have at it. I'll be glad to make additional comments. But at this point, I think you're definitely showing a good understanding of what's going on. I just think that we can push the variety a little bit further. Okay, good job, Andre. Thank you very much for sharing. Again, I'm sorry for the delay, and I'm sorry for that miscommunication regarding the that's my fault. I should have followed through on that. I didn't. I'm so sorry that you had to email me. That's my responsibility, getting back on that. So I apologize for that. But you did the right thing getting with me. So now we've got your grade. We got your feedback. We'll have your grade. Everything will be in place. The only thing I want you to do is make sure that you post this, submit this into the grades, into the classroom. Just so, as I said, it's a matter of record with the university. Okay, great job. Thank you very much. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. Thank you, Andre.